What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the AFC South Roundtable. We have a great show for you today. The AFC South free agent targets, all right? Please let your friends and family members know about the channel and subscribe right here to the AFC South Roundtable, all right? We're going to get into it. We have a lot to discuss. We know the Jaguars, the Titans, the Texans, and the Colts all want to make their teams better in free agency, signing players that's going to help them get closer to the ultimate goal, the Lombardi Trophy, all right? As it stands right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars have about $33 million in cap space. The Tennessee Titans have $50 million in cap space. The Houston Texans only have $1 million in cap space. And the Indianapolis Colts with $31 million in cap space. They're looking to sign some players and see how they can become more and more competitive. All right. So we're going to dive in for each team and we're going to talk about who their primary target needs to be in free agency. All right. Let's go ahead and start out with the Indianapolis Colts. All right. We know that the Colts have $31 million in cap space and they have to make some moves with Anthony Richardson at the helm to try to become a better team. All right. I'm going to tell you now, I think there's one player that the Indianapolis Colts are going to try to attack here, and that's going to be none other than Javon Holland, ladies and gentlemen. Javon Holland is the free safety out of Miami, an excellent player who can cover and also get nasty within the box. They use him multiple, and he'll be able to be used that way. With the Indianapolis Colts. And the reason why I picked Javon Holland is because I don't think they're going to be re-signing Julian Blackmon at all. So the Colts are going to need a safety. So with Julian Blackmon not likely to be re-signed, that is the way to go for the Colts. You're going to need to make sure that you shore up that back end. The Colts did a good job getting pressure on quarterbacks, getting sacks, but that back end needs to make sure that it stays solid and or improve, and that's what Javon Holland would bring to the table, okay? It would definitely be an upgrade in my opinion. The only knock on Javon Holland is that he's going to cost over $15 million. I think that a lot of teams are going to want him. He is the highest ranked free safety coming into free agency. So that price could get driven up and driven up and driven up. Colts got a little bit of money, but they need to spread it out. So I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off and win that battle, but they have to make all attempts to do so. So again, I got the Colts selecting Javon Holland. All right. On to the next team. Well, actually, I couldn't move on to the next team as much because I noticed something when I was doing my research about each team and their biggest need. I actually came up with the same player for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tennessee Titans, and the Houston Texans. There is one player that all three of these teams need to be fighting to get. Now, it's not just these teams. I mean, the whole league. 80% of the NFL is going to be attacking this player, okay? And that's in the trenches at right guard. I'm talking about Trey Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Trey Smith for the Kansas City Chiefs, a one-time Pro Bowler, two-time Super Bowl champ, a sixth-round pick, ended up turning out to be a high-priority player in the NFL, okay? He's as healthy as they come. And for the last 4 seasons, he's only missed 2 games, and that was only because they rested in the last week of the season so that there was no injuries incurred, okay? This is the guy you want to get. The Chiefs elected not to franchise tag him, so he's going into free agency. Just an excellent talent, man. He's the 14th best guard in the NFL, all right? He is the 10th best run-blocking guard in the entire NFL. 8th percentile. This is the guy that Jags, Titans, and Texans need to go after. It doesn't get any better than this, but here's the problem. He's going to cost about $20 million a year. The Texans are going to have a hard time of doing that with only $1 million in cap space. I know they'll make a few moves to acquire some more money, but that's still going to be tough for them. The Jaguars can do it. It's a little tough as well, but they have the money to pull it off. But the Titans, it should be very easy with $50 million in cap space. So Trey Smith is the target for all 3 teams. But if two of these 3 teams can't acquire him or none of them acquire him, Let's talk about who else they should get. Let's start off with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got their new head coach, Liam Cohen, recently. And they don't have crazy money, like I just explained. But if you can't get Trey Smith, then you got to go with another great option, and that's going to be Mekhi Becton, Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champ, ladies and gentlemen. Mekhi Becton would be an excellent addition for the Jaguars. It'll help you not eat up all the $33 million like Trey Smith would. And it's still going to cost you, though, because he's balling out. But Mekhi Becton would be the consolation. That would be a nice fit to go after. He was a tackle coming out. But I'll tell you this, man, he's an excellent guard, a mauler, a big-time player. He'll definitely be a wall piece on that O-line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the move to make. I think they need to go after it. We'll see what they end up doing, all right? Let's move forward to the Tennessee Titans. If they can't acquire Trey Smith, they have to go linebacker Nick Bolton, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Now, listen, I know some people will criticize Nick Bolton, say he's not the greatest in coverage, but he's good enough. But what I love is that he's a thumper. He's aggressive. He's excellent in run support, a great tackler, had 11 tackles for losses. This is the guy that you want to go after, okay? It helps solidify that defense if you're the Titans, because as you rebuild that roster and that team, you want to make sure that defense is taken care of first. Why? So even if you have struggles on offense, you can still stay in every game and have a chance. Bolster that defense. Nick Bolton would be the big fish that I'd be going after if I were the Titans, all right? And last but not least, the Houston Texans. If they aren't able to get Trey Smith, this one here is a no-brainer to me, and it also will save them a lot of money. Since they don't have much money, I had to find an option that would save them money, and it's going to be on the O-line. They got to fix the O-line. I mean, C.J. Stroud had such a great year 2 years ago, and now the man was running for his life, still made plays and got a playoff win, but you got to make life easier for C.J. It's unfair. And you don't have much money to do it. So you already got Laramie Tunsil. Here's what you need to do. This is bargain shopping, but it's an excellent decision in my opinion. You got to go with center Drew Dalman, okay, from the Atlanta Falcons. Now, he's a former fourth-round pick. He's only going to be worth around $7 million. But this is the guy you got to go after because he's worth more than that. He's worth about 14 or 15. The reason why you're going to probably get him for $7 million is because he's coming off of an ankle injury. He had about 9 games this year, if I'm not mistaken, and that's value. An ankle injury, it ain't like it's an ACL, meniscus, or anything like that. You got to go with this option here. He was the fourth best center in the entire NFL out of 64 centers. Okay. His pass blocking is a little above average, not the best, but it's above average, but it's run blocking. And come on, man, the Texans need to run the ball, have great balance. I mean, he's the 5th ranked run blocking center in the entire NFL. This is the guy you got to go after. And I'm just trying to save you money here. Okay. Yeah, there are probably some bigger fish that you may like, but this is the value pick that you have to attack. Okay. If you're the Houston Texans. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Jaguars, Titans, Texans, and Colts all have their priority free agents. Which ones will they get? We shall see, but there will be a fight at the top with Trey Smith. Time will tell. Good luck, everyone, and we'll see you soon right here at Roundtable Sports. Before you go, I do want you to know that this stream is being powered by BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. If you're looking for a sports book, BetUS is where you want to be. It's not just a sports book. It also has the race book, casino, BetUS TV, and so much more. The casino has the blackjack card games, but it also has the slots, all right? If you like playing for money and gambling, make sure you do it responsibly. But if you don't, hey, they also have free games. So when you click on the slot games, you can play for fun or you can play for real money, whatever one suits you best. BetUS, where you want to be. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. AFC South, we are out.